Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Android News Byte. Today, I wanted to highlight this news report about the new ruling from the United States Department of Justice that reaffirms Google will have to sell off Chrome in order to comply with the antitrust charges from last year. The company had hoped that the new administration would have been nicer, and while they technically are, they just aren't being as ruthless as before. If you remember back, last year it was announced that the United States DoJ had come to the conclusion that Google violated antitrust laws for its exclusivity agreements that it had with multiple companies for multiple payments. For example, they would pay Apple and Mozilla to set Google as the default search engine, and they had deals with the likes of Samsung to not pursue mobile game exclusivity agreements in an attempt to build up the Galaxy App Store. There were a lot of moving parts in that trial, and I highly recommend you catch up on the details if you ended up missing out on what happened. And while the DOJ originally outlined a number of changes the Mountain View tech giant has to make, the new administration is giving them a little bit of a break with a stern warning about the future. So, first of all, the DOJ from last year wanted to make Google sell all of its AI investments and to not be allowed to make any in the future. However, after a word with the CEO from Anthropic, they feel that this isn't the best thing for the industry. So instead, the new DOJ will continue to allow Google to make investments in AI companies. However, they must disclose those investments to the government beforehand. They also confirmed that they're going to stick with the previous decision, and they will be forcing Google to sell off Chrome to a third-party entity. There have been a few names thrown around as to which company could actually afford to buy it, but nothing has been set in stone as of yet. They will also make sure that Google will no longer be able to make any search-related payments to its partners, since this is the kind of thing that got them into trouble to begin with. However, it's been said that they are not going to force Google to sell Android at the moment, but instead, they will leave that decision up to the courts in the future once all of the dust has settled. The goal is to make the marketplace more competitive, so they hope to see Google making an effort in this regard. Google has appealed this original decision while offering an alternative proposal that would allow them to keep all of its properties. But this will not be decided until April of this year. So we're only a few weeks away to finding out how this will all unfold. The company has previously said that being forced to sell off Chrome would end up being a national security threat, and they hope to be able to change their minds before everyone is being brought back into court. But I want to hear what you think about this decision down in the comment section below. Are you happy to see Chrome being wrestled away from the clutches of Google? Or do you think that it's in the best interest of Chrome to stay under the Google umbrella? Share your thoughts down below, and please, do not forget to like this video while also subscribing to the channel, as we're getting really close to that 100,000 subscriber milestone.